You know how Charlie Kirk was shot by a guy, and that guy was caught, and that guy um, wasn't part of a bigger group so far, anyways, that they found, but may have had people who thought like him that didn't urge him on directly, but he might have bought into it, that kind of stuff, just like every other fucking school shooter who hangs out in shitty chat rooms and shit like that. And that's how it turned out, and how Ryan Routh was not tied to fucking CIA underground. He's just a dipshit who represented himself and then tried to stab himself in the neck when he was found guilty of being an asshole and trying to kill somebody, or even like Thomas Crooks, who Trump's like, looks like just a crazy guy. I don't know. When he was a candidate, he's like, "What's all the phones about?" And how is he's literally like? And then they get in there, and his own people are running shit, and he's like, that's just a guy, crazy guy. People are crazy, right? People are just crazy. It's amazing how they wind it down. Well, you know, Charlie Kirk was murdered by one of those people, and then now it's, the case is moving along. There's still open questions, but the idea that it was some sort of subplot is dying a slow death. Nope. Jimmy Dore with Candace Owens. No exit wound and no blood. Okay, first of all, holy shit, lady. I don't know if you saw the same video I did, but fuck off. No blood. Like, what a weird thing to say. And what a weird thing to applaud. Here's Jimmy's thing. Candace Owens proves Kirk assassination story is a lie. So, okay, just so you know, Team Dore and Team Owens on the same side, and they believe that that Tyler Robinson didn't do it. So whatever people tie them to, if there's they're the trans boyfriend angle, all that kind of nonsense, has nothing to do with anything. And if the right tries to sell you that, they're trying to move you away from the real story. This is the breakup that's happening in MAGA right now. This shit.
There are so many things about this Charlie Kirk assassination that the FBI story makes no sense. None of it.
By the way, apparently the Greg Kelly "I'm confused by simple details and anything I ignore doesn't exist" is spreading like wildfire throughout right-wing media. If you actively avoid a detail, it is not your responsibility to find that detail out. It is that detail does not exist, and anybody who insists that it does is on team conspiracy.
And it's obvious that they invented those text messages. Those aren't real. So Candace Owens has a take on this.
Right, she's got several. We've watched it. Yeah, like she doesn't believe that kids that age would say "my love."
And let me guess what it is. She thinks a bullet has a secret dick. That's what I think.
I suspected the same thing, Jimmy.
We've all suspected that.
That's a Bridget Macron trans joke. Because fuck trans people. By the way, they don't. I'd like to remind you that any chance Jimmy and Kirk get, they will throw in, apropos of nothing, something anti-gay or anti-trans. Not a moderating thought. Not an attack on a hypocritical trans person like Caitlyn Jenner or something like that. But just a jab for no fucking reason. Just for the record.
But here it is. Here's what she says.
The gun was found in the backyard of someone that I know. We all know each other. And it was found by a chicken coop. Like, you could describe it as a wooded area, but, it's pretty suburban here. And it was found by her chicken coop.
Yeah, it's the kind of suburban where they have a chicken coop, which is not your run-of-the-mill suburban, but sure.
The locals are theorizing. Again, we have no proof of this.
Don't let that stop you, honey. Go for it. Come on.
This is what they are saying.
Yeah, they're saying, look, who fucking drops their gun near a chicken coop, okay? Where somebody's going to check the eggs, huh?
Is that they're not being honest about the fact that the house right next door to where the gun was found is a
I don't know what this fucking...
mysteriously vacant home that is owned by the university itself.
a mysteriously vacant home that is owned by the university itself. That's next door to the chicken coop. That's sort of kind of where the gun was found, in a wooded area near the chicken coop, on the area next to perhaps the mystery house.
And that is where they believe that the true shooter ran to.
Sorry, who's they? The university? Sorry. So the university is renting out an assassin's quarters now. UVU has like a what is it? A foreign exchange program with? Do they have a minor degree in assassination that they run there? It's like a cultural exchange.
Following the assassination of Charlie Kirk, they think, and again, they're floating a theory.
Who the fuck is they? Wait a minute. They? The people at the chicken coop? What are you talking about?
Here.
What? Again, wait. No. I'm going to need to back up and find out who the fuck they is. Who's they? Who is they? You know, them. Only they know who is them.
That Tyler Robinson was instructed to merely drop off his gun.
Yes, that's exactly right. Drop it off for cleaning and polishing. So they could deliver his DNA to the mystery house.
Okay, walks onto campus to simply drop off his gun.
Okay, so he is involved, but just as the rifle delivery system, because they know for a fact the rifle, it fits the ballistics on the bullet. It ties to the rifle itself. They fucking has his DNA and his prints on it, his palm print, and so yes, he brought it, but he was like Uber Eats for an assassin. He was like just oh my god, fucking keep digging.
The chicken coop place. So I'm going to show you.
Oh, the chicken coop place. The chicken coop place.
That. Do we have a map of that?
Oh, we need a map of the chicken coop place, which, by the way, is I can't understand why a university would own a house right across the road.
Vacant property and where the gun location is found. And he says you'd have to be an insider to know that the general direction that person is running, even though they're very close, similarly, would lead him to the vacant home that we've all kind of had questions about, you know.
He didn't, though. He didn't drop it at the vacant house. He dropped it at the chicken coop place. Because he was fucking off. Because of the direction of the fucking parking lot and how he walked out. He crossed the road, and that was closer. So he could go into the woods right over there. And if he went to the mystery house, like if he'd planned to go to the mystery house, why don't he cut straight across the parking lot, cross the street further down, using the cars as cover, not walk up the sidewalk? You fucking assholes.
It's kind of been vacant for a while.
Why do I do this? Why do I get engaged, you guys? And look at Jimmy just like, oh my God, the thinking that's going on in this place. Oh my God, how do they manage? How does she think this deeply? It's so impressive.
And actually, where the gun is found, it's just two different places.
The gun was found in two different places, in one piece. One was the mystery house, where it wasn't found, but it should have been found because it was supposed to be found there. The other, the chicken coop, which if you rearrange the words, it says hoochie coo. And that is obviously one of the names of one of his trans friends' messaging boards for his furry group. Break it down. Break it down, Jimmy. Help us out here, man. Explain to us chicken coop. Like, it's like spa, not spa. It's chicken coop or not chicken coop. These motherfuckers.
What do you make of that, Kurt?
Please help me, Kurt. I don't understand what she just said any more than she does.
What I make of it is they got a bunch of crash dummies on deck to do the technology to make these stupid Lee Harvey Oswald MK people. It's proprietary, so stay.
Okay, all right. So they got one instead of just one lone assassin. They created through hypnosis and chemical engineering. They've got multiple ones, so that the chance of the plot is easier to foil.
actors like Pegasus, they have it. So, hey, Bill Ackman could have it. It doesn't necessarily have to be directly Mossad.
Right.
If you're very wealthy, you could afford Pegasus, or you could be in the mega group.
Oh, I see. So basically, there's there's an MK Ultra app you could buy, and you can just use it for like private industry has their own MK Ultra. Like before, it was just the government and the CIA that could do it, but now you can license it for a fee.
And do cutout work for the country you love. I'm not saying it's directly connected. It does.
No, you don't have to. You just infer it, you're too much of a pussy to imply it. So you allow for the inference thereof. It's the Tucker Carlson coward backup of like, I'm just asking questions by making a bunch of statements that seem crazy to me, but I'm just asking, does that seem right to you? But the details I've put out without the corresponding conflicting evidence that would break it down, where I just tell you A column, but the B column that tells you that A is wrong, I leave out B, say all of A, and go, does that sound like, if you knew that, if you heard that, would that seem weird to you or what? Right, that's the plan.
Doesn't have to be. They got all these glassy-eyed patsies all over the place.
It's like, oh my God. Again, we've moved past like there's a need to know among patsies is the idea now. Yeah. So the yeah, hold on. There we go.
And they made them with the internet. They don't have to put a chip in your head. They already.
They don't need a chip anymore. Chips are so 1970s. Also, Pegasus is a software for spying on people. It's not a programming tool. You can't like he was saying you can use Pegasus to like blackmail people, but you can like make your own MK Ultra to like brainwash these people and turn them into assassins. That's what he's saying. That's the part I'm pointing out.
They did it. So if you believe,
no, they didn't. They did not. No, they didn't. And if they did, you have no evidence that they did. You're just asserting that because you think it happened before, it's always happening. That's the god of the gaps in this situation. It's just spackle it shut with eyes wide shut, MK Ultra, Illuminati spackle. Deep state. Just deep state it.
This is the least, I kind of blanked out at this part. This is the least nonsensical thing so far of it.
This is the least nonsensical part of it so far. She hasn't said anything. She just said that there's an empty house that she thought that's where the killer would go, and he dropped it off near another house, but not at that house, in the woods near the fucking chicken coop, to come back for it later, and she was expecting they would follow. I don't know. Like, she lost me at this whole, like, there's a plan that he didn't follow, so now there's two of them.
Nonsensical to me are the video, the thing about the 30-06 rifle.
Yeah, we're going to get to that next. Yeah. But this thing,
I don't even know again.
So this
he's got the whole gun when he jumps off the roof. He didn't disassemble it and reassemble it. You can see the whole fucking rifle. You can see the whole thing.
But the whole thing about the abandoned house, the empty house,
which has nothing to do with this except that it exists, and it's not abandoned. It's empty, but they own it. The school can use it. It's like a comedy condo for professors.
So the whole idea is the guy took a gun, somehow he had it disassembled, got on the roof, assembled it, and somehow,
which is not hard,
had the scope line up. Like, that takes a while. You have to take a couple of I'm not a ballistics expert.
He like hammered it.
Not a ballistics expert, because that's in case you don't know the technical term for a guy who shows people how to shoot good. It's a ballistics expert. That's the.
Try to get the scope right. It's all bullshit, dude.
So you can't. It takes a while to get the scope right. The line.
No, it doesn't.
With the hammer.
No, it doesn't. This is not a sniper rifle, you dumb motherfucker. It's a hunting rifle. Jesus Christ. It assembles quickly. It's not a big deal.
He does all this. He shoots him, immediately disassembles it again.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Immediately left his screwdriver on the roof, jumps down.
That was for the assembly.
We have video
Hurts his
of
leg.
we have video of him jumping down off the roof. He doesn't have a gun.
Yes, he does.
He does not have a
It's in
gun.
Yes, he does.
his pant leg. The
There's-
30-06 rifle
Yeah,
was
his-
down his pant leg.
The problem is when he drops, both of his legs bend at the knees.
Yeah,
So-
no shit.
Because he dropped.
It's because it's wrapped in that towel. He's got a black bag and a towel around it. That's what he's holding. It drops down below him. He picks it up and he runs with it. You can't see the graininess of the footage. It's hard to see a black barrel out of it, but it's there. And then the rest of it is covered in that thing, which is about this big. That's it. That's the length of the wooden part of the fucking rifle is this big.
A whole story off of a building. So he's obviously doesn't have it in his pants. So he doesn't have the gun. But according to the FBI, he has the gun. It's disassembled. He goes to the woods.
Okay, by the way, I almost feel bad interrupting a bunch of this bullshit because it's fine with me if they and if Candace believes it or whatever, because this means that Kash Patel and Bangholio are in on it. Think about that for a second. They're in on it. They facilitated the death of Charlie Kirk, according to Candace Owens and according to Jimmy Dore and Kurt and all these fuckers. Like, there's no two ways about it. There's not this like they're just inept. They would have to be actively in on it for this to be true, massively. They would have had to want Charlie dead and participate in it, and then cover it up on behalf of someone else. For real. Like, so, they'll piss around it like they're talking about the Zapruder film, but the follow-on, it's that hoverboard fallacy. There are things that you have to believe for this to be true. And if you believe that, if you believe he, this like he was Ubering the gun up there and it was all fake and there was no guy and whatever, that he was actually, and there's, by the way, the internet, especially shitter, is full of like different angles of Charlie getting killed. That like anybody who fucking scratches their nose has a finger gun. It's fucking gross. But the best part about it is, and again, I feel like on a personal level, like if you could put the fact aside that a man died and that's fucking terrible. The rest of it, them eating themselves alive over this is like, I don't know. I can't save you from yourself. Is it my job to talk you down from being this full of shit and attacking your own side?
That she just pointed out, reassembles it without the screwdriver that he left on the roof, and then leave
Yeah, he didn't reassemble
it there.
he didn't disassemble it, is what he means. Disassemble it. Whatever. That's what he means. Disassemble it.
Wrapped in a towel. What?
It seems like hasty preparation for this, huh? Almost like Charlie Kirk had just pissed off somebody bad recently.
Seems
And
like,
they
yeah.
threw this together real quick because Utah is one of the most fuckbag corrupt states there is. Remember Van Miller, who got stitched up by that sheriff as being a potential Trump shooter? I just had him on my show, Dope and Curb.
Oh,
One
okay.
looks like me.
Yeah.
And Utah is one of the again to remind you, is one of the places where the DA Ken Leavitt said, "I just want to get ahead. I am not a satanic cannibal who eats kids." What? That's what goes on in Utah.
So okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm with you. Mormons are satanic cannibals, something like that. I guess you guys all know this stuff. Like I don't want to fill in the gaps for what they're saying because you're probably bored with all the details of how Utah, this very conservative state, is just end-to-end satanic cannibals and is the most corrupt state ever. So Mike Lee's a problem then, I guess. Yeah?
Utah has been, and keep in mind, it's deeply intertwined with CIA bullshit. Always. Mormons have been feds before anyone because it.
All right. Congratulations. I was wondering. Like, I knew they were going straight for the Jews with Candace, But I don't know how Jimmy does. He's fine with the anti-Semitism as a spackle. But working the Mormons in there, well done, well done.
Don't drink and do drugs, and they follow orders, and they're
That's what it is. Yeah, anybody who's straight edge, also those fuckers, never trust them.
white. So they were deep. It's in the movie Inherent Vice with Joaquin Phoenix. The FBI guys were all Mormons.
All right, well, that's Inherent Vice is practically a documentary. So almost anything that Joaquin Phoenix is in is, I find, so materially realistic that it borders on not being fiction at all. I happen to think he shouldn't get any nominations at all because he's basically just playing himself.
That's classically known. So if you want to get something
Yeah, I felt that way in Gladiator too.
done out there in Mormon country at a university with an empty house where you've previously done MK programming extensively.
Is that what they were doing in the house? I didn't hear that part. So sorry, UVU, the university where Charlie Kirk was going to, I guess, deprogram lefties or something, runs MK Ultra experiments in a house off campus. Awesome. What the fuck?
Well, that's where you do it. Hey, remember James Holmes, the Joker killer, when Batman, The Dark Knight Rises, and he shot
Yeah, and Aurora, the shooter in the theater
up the theater?
Yeah.
in Colorado.
There's video of him giving a lecture. He's got the same glassy look as this guy, and he's
Okay, so he's got the Utah
a
glassiness.
brilliant neuroscience student. Unfortunately for him, his therapist was an ex-CIA guy.
Oh,
Much
wow.
like Kanye
See, that's what does it. Yep, his therapist. It was once he started going to therapy, that's what did it.
West's personal trainer. You know, the one that said he's going to have him committed?
Mm-hmm.
His personal trainer. You ever have a personal trainer that had power of attorney?
Didn't Richard Simmons?
So this is proprietary
That was his massage therapist, I think.
technology that state and private actors both have. The president of Slovakia
Oh, so we can all get it? How much? Can we set up a GoFundMe? I plan on I'm going to create an MK Ultra house that deprograms COVID panickers and teaches everybody who has violent tendencies to be nice. I mean, it'll be like an unsassination program.
was going to look into Pfizer. I made a joke. Oh, this guy wants to get shot. A 72-year-old man or something with no
Yes.
history of violence shoots him out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The random shooters aren't random. They make them.
That's right. And
Yeah, this is at UVU.
how about the guy who pretended that he was the shooter? The guy who looked like Bernie Sanders.
Who just so happened to be at the Boston Marathon and
Yeah,
9/11
and 9/11, yeah.
and told the cops he had child porn on his phone.
Yeah.
He didn't tell them that he didn't want them to look at his phone, and when they looked at his phone, they found it. He didn't say, I have child porn on my phone.
So
What?
yeah.
You notice how, like, again, this goes to the Candace Owens thing. Do you notice how, like, little details, like, they just blow past them, and it becomes a massive, like, support beam for the conspiracy? Like, that's a big thought. This guy told them he's got child porn? Like, that is a girder that holds up an entire section of this horse shit. And just like Candace saying it was a shotgun at one point. Like, there are people who are saying he was shot that far from a shotgun. I don't think so. Right?
So this was
Because
obviously
she misspoke, and that was enough. That carried it.
an operation. It wasn't a lone nut trans lover who did this. This is not what happened.
No, definitely not. Absolutely. It was a bunch of lone nut. Some may be trans lovers, some not, but they were given short elementary orders. They trained an assassin with a glassy look to climb up on a roof, assemble a gun that they never fired, but managed to have the only bullet that went through Charlie come out of it, and then carry it away and hide it, but for somebody else who wasn't there that you can't say who they were. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
You know, we could skip all this because of Benjamin
Yeah, just skip it.
Netanyahu's insane. I didn't do it.
Yeah. Video.
They're
Yeah.
done. It's done. They did it.
Yep.
There's no way you would make something like that if you didn't do it.
Well, yeah, if the right wing who you're counting on to support you, if they're all starting to say that that's groundswelling, then yeah, you are. You're not going to give a shit about the rest of the. It's not a general media statement that's aimed at a specific group.
And why do we have to go to Candace Owen to get this kind of reporting? Why?
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, who else is giving it this much thought? Anyways, where were we? Chicken coop?
They're reporting this on CNN and Fox News.
Because it's not true? I mean, believe me, I'm sure if it were true, they'd love it.
And ABC and MSN. Why do they do it? What? I got to go to
Because her
Candace.
backers don't like them, probably. That's why. That's why. She has backers. They're probably some kind of Catholic thing, which is fine. I don't care. But that's why.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, the pedophile network being what it is, and obviously Opus Dei and the control of things, but obviously in line with the CIA at one point, was like overthrowing certain areas, and of course the Vatican doing all that kind of stuff. Like Kurt's problem is every door has a massive conspiratorial organization behind it.
And let's face it, you got to join a gang in prison. You can't just be out on your own like Jimmy Dore. You might get an integrity award, but you're going to get your iPhone hacked through two-factor authentication.
That's right. They did it. So Candace Owen.
Did they? They did it. They hacked your phone. And what did they put on your phone? Because they're not going to hack it just to see what's in it. That's boring, right? I didn't put that. I didn't download that. They put that there, right, Jimmy? Isn't that it?
Has seen some video footage that nobody else has seen. There was a camera right there behind Charlie Kirk, and she talked to someone who got it, and she got to view it. And
I saw it, and I thought there was a big blood spurt. It was really awful. That's not what.
If you get shot with a 30-06 bullet, that is going to create. It will probably blow your whole neck off, right?
It practically did, asshole.
And
they're killing bears.
So she said that. Well, here I'll
again. Like, it's fucking gross. These guys are talking out of their ass.
She has a secret theory that the bullet.
Sorry, she has a secret theory that she posted. You're reading Shadow of Ezra. That's a fucking QAnon account. Candace Owens says she has now viewed the footage from the camera position behind Charlie Kirk at the moment he was taken out. She claims the video is not gruesome and, from that angle, shows no blood at all. Yeah, the front of his neck exploded. There wasn't an exit wound on his back. Owens adds that she saw no sign of a bullet exiting from behind Charlie, leaving her even more confused. That's because she's fucking stupid.
Had a penis, but no, here it is. Let's listen to her. Let's listen to her.
Again, doing the Bridget Macron joke.
There's nothing gory about this footage from the back. The thing that really stood out to me, and I just kept asking him to replay it over and over and over again, is that there's no blood.
There's no blood.
Oh my fucking God. Yeah, because it all went out the front of his neck. And it's out of his left side, and this is over his right shoulder. This is fucking nasty. This is gross.
There's no blood from the back. There is no.
So there's no exit wound. So
no, there isn't, because it fucking like, insofar as the close up that I unfortunately got to see, it looked like he was wearing a vest, or there was a pop of it entering his body, going up through his clavicle, and popping his neck. It was fucking terrible. Like, he basically emptied out in a second. It basically hit the main artery above his heart, and all the blood that his body was pumping just came out of his neck, out the front. This is so awful. This torturous asshole.
if you get shot with a, I mean, do you know how big a
Oh my God. Yeah, tell us all about it, Jimmy. You're not a ballistic expert.
30-06? So it'll believe me.
Oh yeah, believe you. Anybody. Look, Jimmy's a shooter. He knows.
It would
Jimmy goes hunting all the fucking time.
completely obliterate. If you got shot in the neck, it would completely blow your neck up.
It blew his neck up. It did.
So not only is there no blood coming out of the back, there's none. So here we go.
Sorry. Again, first of all, the idea that somehow, like, he wasn't shot here and it didn't all come out this way. The other thing too is that if you're going to say he was shot from behind by somebody, then there would have been an entry hole you would have seen from that camera. I don't know where they're going with this, right? Is the presumption that did they think somebody put a fucking charge in his neck like Snake Plissken and just set it off, and it was a squib, and then but it was a killer squib.
Blood. So I think a lot of people were wondering whether or not that bullet pierced and went out to the back. I think I vaguely even remember, and Skylar, you can maybe live look this up, but like I thought the feds were saying they were looking for a bullet at some.
They always will. Of course they're going to look for the fucking bullet in the back when you're shot through some, like that way, but they'll find it in your body or on the fucking ground. Like if it enters your body and it deflects off the bone, if your arm is up like this and there's 3 bones, it'll go fucking that way. Yeah, there's nobody on there. Okay, so the ballistic, that was the exit wound. That makes total sense. That's what it seemed like to me. That was the exit wound. That it struck and effectively just shredded and ballooned, and that was that.
Point, which is now very alarming to me. I don't understand that. How could they have been looking for a bullet? Because if I'm not seeing, and there isn't, I'm telling you, what happens in the front is not what happens in the back at all. If I'm not seeing any blood.
Okay, so he didn't bleed. So that's where we're going. Christ almighty. Like, I don't even... What are they presuming? Yeah.
But what are we to take from that? The only thing that could make sense, if what they're saying is true and that person took the shot from the place that they are saying that individual took the shot from, it would suggest that it was inside of Charlie, right? And they would know that. The feds would have known that. So they would have communicated that they were never looking for a bullet.
All right. I don't know when you're talking about it. Like, they're going to look around the fucking space and in the autopsy. Also, if they didn't find it in his body and part of him was obliterated, it could be anywhere. What the shit? This is yesterday. They're playing this. As far as what she's playing, I have no idea. And that's the problem with stacked conspiracy theories that are built on new information all the time, and then, like, ignored information when it doesn't fit with what they're talking about, is it becomes this stack. We're watching a conspiracy theory snowball together, and Jimmy's just fucking here as a fluffer. Like, he's zero contribution. He's just jacking this whole thing off.
Because remember, one shot. So I'm very confused.
Yeah, we know.
Very confused, not by what I saw, but what I didn't see. Okay?
Okay, well, he's going to...
And what she didn't see was an exit wound.
Okay, yes, you did. That was the front of his neck, effectively.
That's what she didn't see. She didn't see an exit wound. And I don't see what the problem is, actually, Candace. A bullet that is designed to take down...
Oh, fuck, he's reading a fucking joke. Look at him. He's got one of Kurt's jokes on a piece of paper. And I say joke in quotes because it's usually smarmy comment.
A full-grown moose, it will just stop traveling when it hits a guy's neck. I mean, it was probably manufactured by the same people who made the bullet that did the loop and shot John F. Kennedy from the wrong direction. Maybe that's what...
See, yeah. I think that was an attempt at a joke. Fuck me.
That was magic.
Yeah, local police said he wasn't wearing body armor or the like. That was on day 2. Yeah. So the idea, though, is that it entered in here and like around this part of his clavicle. That's what that fleck in the shirt looked like. I mean, again, everybody's going to break the shit down. And we're using, like, low-res video blown up, and so there's all sorts of assumptions. I would rather wait for what the autopsy says and the trial. That's where we will find the real information about this. But, like, effectively just hitting in here, collection of bone, and boom. Like, that's not uncommon. You can shoot a deer like that, and it will have a similar hit.
This is miracle.
She's absolutely right. By the way, a 30-06, is that how you say it? 30 or 30?
30-06.
30-06 is used to kill bears and large game. They are also used to kill multiple targets with one shot. The carnage a 30-06 round causes is violent. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it was violent.
So here's a guy
agrees in their fake story.
So here's a guy who shot a watermelon at 150 yards.
Yes, a watermelon does not have bones.
With a 30-06. Let's watch what happens.
Can't tell what's watermelon and what's brain blood.
Right out the back. Completely unstopped, straight through.
Filled the whole frame.
Yeah, it's a watermelon.
You can see the bullet go straight through.
I didn't care.
The watermelon didn't know it was shot until there was already an exit wound.
So,
Good Lord.
you don't want to be logically analyzed.
Oh, fuck me. He's reading another joke. He's got a fucking exploded watermelon on video behind him as a placeholder for a human being, and he's gonna read another one of fucking rip watermelon. He's reading another one of like Kurt's shit jokes off a piece of paper because it's so fucking dumb he can't even memorize it.
Things because that means you're crazy. I know that.
God damn, was that? Hold on.
So.
Okay, he does the little smirk as he's about to read it because here comes the jokes, people.
You don't want to be logically analyzing things because that means you're crazy. I know that.
So they do the same thing every time. There's 3 fucking possible shooters. You never know who the actual shooter is. This is every shooting.
Okay, so again, this only works if Kash Patel and Bongholio and arguably Trump and everybody are in on it. This wasn't while Biden was in office. This isn't something that happened, because Kamala Harris was running the fucking FBI head, she got moved after, she left being the vice president and ran the FBI office there and covered for the cabal. This only works if Kash Patel and Bongholio give it the go-ahead from Trump.
RFK, JFK, this shooting, the Vegas shooting, the one where the guy...
The Vegas shooting? The fuck you talking? There weren't 3 people shooting into that crowd, asshole.
with the shot at Trump.
Yeah.
No answers, just a bunch of bullshit lies. Is it dawning on people yet? They haven't stopped doing this ever?
Sorry, I know assassination's a very serious thing, but my favorite thing is that, by the way, all assassinations have a single pattern, and Kurt has broken the pattern. I don't know why they keep trying it. I would change my pattern if I was those guys, because Kurt's onto you guys. I'm just saying.
So you telling me that the Mossad went out and bought the wrong rifle again?
That's another joke. Is the Mossad bought the wrong rifle again? And that's the end of it. That's where you're going. They bail out on that. Oh, and then he sells ginger and orange peel and mint, and if you take them, you'll look as healthy as Jimmy, who I'm fairly certain is younger than I am, like him and Alex Jones. Just say it. That's nothing sells supplements and builds trust like assuming that the FBI that serves under the guy you supported in the election pulled off a triangulated assassination of somebody on their own side